Hi again guys, it's Andy from Awesome 3D Prints here with another fantastic print. It's a 3D winter scene. As you can see there, look at that. You got a deer and some trees, snow, mountains in the background, houses and stuff, a church. It looks absolutely stunning. I love that, absolutely love that. It took probably about basically a day, 24 hours to print the whole lot. I've enlarged it, it's about 180% this is, so it filled the full bed of the CR10S. It was only supposed to be quite a small one, but I thought it looked better bigger, so I've printed it off. I'm going to show you it printing as usual, and then I'll show you it assembling, and then we'll talk about it a bit more. Cheers guys. Alright guys, here we are. As you can see, just come off the bed. Some of the brim's already fallen off from where I peeled off the bed, but these look really nice. I'm quite looking forward to seeing these in place. Your background there, and you've got the trees and houses, more trees. When you're printing square stuff, it always pays to print with a brim. I know it's a pain removing it, but it stops the edges curling up. If you find that you've printed something square and one or more of the corners are lifted off the bed, that's because sharp points don't stick to the bed as well as big flat areas, so a brim always helps. Just going to strip the rest of this horrible stuff off now, and then we can see what they look like actually in the box. As you guys have probably seen from the state of my hands, I cut myself quite often when I'm doing stuff like this, so you guys take a bit more care than I do, alright? It's alright. I must admit, these from what I've seen, these 3D sort of Christmas, what do you call them really? Dioramas? Not really, but they look really, really good. It doesn't take long to get the brim off, just the annoying bits. Sometimes you've got to take a knife too. Sometimes they peel straight off when you're really lucky. No need to get the Stanley knife involved, but or as you Americans call it, an X-Acto knife, whatever it is, I don't know. But it's all that. Oh, these were printed at 0.2. Actually no, these were 0.3 millimeters. I didn't bother doing it 0.2 because there's no real detail involved on these. It's all flat, so the layer height really wouldn't have made a huge amount of difference on quality. And I printed them at 150 millimeters a second, which sounds quite high, but again, it's mostly flat area, so I wasn't that bothered about it affecting the quality too much. So these, I mean, as I say, sounds quite quick, but it still took 11 hours for these to print, because they took up the full, as you saw in the video, they took up the full width of the bed. So it's quite large. Infill was 10%. Again, doesn't need to be a huge amount, they're not being backlit or anything. And there was 3 bottom layers and 4 top layers. Top layers I thought were more important than the bottom layers, because you're only going to really see the one side anyway when they're in, so it doesn't matter too much. Oh, taking too much off there. Oh, well, you won't see it. That looks pretty good. And then on to the last one. As usual, I'll put a link in the description below to the where you can get the files from on Thingiverse. I'd appreciate seeing anything you guys have printed, so if you want to put a comment in, link in the comment or whatever. Most of you know me from Facebook anyway, so I'm on Facebook. You can leave a comment or a link to your prints on there, and I'll take a look at them. Right, that's that done. Clear up the mess, and I shall put them into the box now, and you guys can take a look. Right then. Box looks really nice actually. Quite pleased that it's printed. I did this on a quick print. This is at 0.2 layer height, so slightly smaller than the actual inserts. But I did it at 100 millimeters a second, so again slightly slower as well, just to get a slightly nicer finish on the box. This is a copper filament, which I think's actually turned out really well. It looks quite shiny. Yeah, that's quite nice. Stripping all the stuff off. Right then, these are pretty straightforward really. They just slot in like that. Mountains first, then the houses, and the deer, and then the grass and the trees right at the front. And the lid goes on afterwards. Look at that, it's absolutely fantastic. I love that. Looks amazing. Again, the guy that designed this, very, very clever. And it's printed really nicely as well. Looks pretty sharp. So if you guys like it, you know what to do, hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications when I release a new video. Cheers guys, take care.